So this morning, my devotion is really interesting. I was reading with this book, and in this book, he was talking about transforming the three uh, important part for transformation. He called it the 4H, um, or a 3H, and he talked about the head, the heart, the habit. So this three combination of transformation, and it is really relevant for Christians to walk with the complete transformation. It's not just, oh, I accept Jesus and that's it. But we have to allow God to transform our mind. First that he was talking about is transforming your mind. Well, Paul talks about transforming your mind in Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And he actually said there, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. The mind is really important because this is all the battle. This is where we process our thoughts, our thinking, the process. It's always in this head. So it's important to have a transformed mind, because mind, it sometimes is not good. We receive some information that is not really good. I receive information that is not really from God, and it has to be transformed by the renewal of our mind. And so the second part that he was talking about with this book is about transformation of the heart, because the heart is also, all of the junk is in the heart, unforgiveness, hurt, pain that we experience, it's also in the heart. So remember when David in Psalm chapter 51, he was talking about, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. His prayer after the sin, he was praying that the Lord would create, he was asking, God, create in me a clean heart. And so, and I also experienced that in my daily walk. Sometimes the hurt and the pain just constantly do your heart. It's just hindering you to go into his presence. The Lord's presence is here. There's no problem. There's no limitation in him, because everything, all things are possible to God. It is us that is hindering because we put a lot of junk in our heart. And the process of getting that out is to say, God, help me, by saying it, voicing it out to him. And he knows it, but we want, and he wanted, because he created us according to his image, to be like him, not like a robot. And so that's why it's important for us to, to say it in our daily prayer, in our daily walk. And the third thing that he was talking about in that book is about transforming your habit. Habit is the most hard part to take, because I got addicted of drinking alcohol when I was 8 years old, starting 8 years old in the Philippines. We don't have rules like here in the US to drink or to smoke, even that age. You have to be blessed, and you have to be thankful that here in USA the kids had lost. You have a limit to smoke, to be addicted with that stuff. But in the Philippines we don't have that. So since I was 8 years old, I learned how to drink, I learned how to smoke. So that habit becomes a practice that when I was in high school, I was so addicted with wine that going to school, I was drunk and I got, kicked out of the school. And so I became a Christian, and it was really hard. I accepted the Lord but then that habit is continue to eat up my life. And so as a Christian, it has to be dealt with the habit as well. I think in Psalm 5, it's the prayer of David is, in the morning he had that habit, and he said that, in the morning, O Lord, you will hear my voice. In the morning I will order my prayer. And so that is his habit. So as a Christian, we have to create a new habit of connecting to God. And I think there's a fourth one. This is now only a third, but I think the fourth one that I can say is transforming your hands, because sometimes hands can be dirty. And I think there's a verse for that actually in Psalm chapter 24th, he said that he who has a clean heart, he who has a clean hands and a pure heart, who does not lift up his soul to the false and does not swear deceitfully. And I think that's really important too, that it collaborate with our habits. The hands has to be also dealt with. And this morning I was just thinking that when we actually minister to people or to the kids, it's not just one time. Okay, they accept the Lord, that's fine. They hear the good news, that's fine. But we have to be in guidance with them. We have to be there for them, because it's a growth. You don't just eat once and then you're good. You have to eat multiple times. And it's the same with the Word of God. And so this is the my devotion this morning, and I just want to share with you, because this book that I was reading is really, really give an impact as well in my life. Thank you so much.